Ovid, the Metamorphoses, Episode 4, The Flood. Following Lycaon's schemes, Jupiter informed the gods that he intended to eliminate all humans as punishment for their cruelty. Some gods endorsed Jupiter's plan, whilst others were saddened by the thought of all humans being destroyed, and they questioned Jupiter on how the world would function. For example, who would worship the gods in their altars? Would the world be left to be ravaged by wild beasts? Jupiter reassured the gods that they need not worry, as he would create new humans, which would be better than the last. Jupiter then prepared his lightning bolts to destroy the world beneath him, but he was concerned that the subsequent flames may reach and damage the heavens. So, Jupiter decided that the best alternative was to send a flood to destroy humankind. Thus, Jupiter caused violent rainfalls on the lands below, and had Iris gather water to feed back to the clouds to continue the relentless downpour. However, this downpour resulted only in farms being destroyed, which meant that only a year's worth of labour from humans had been wasted. Frustrated, Jupiter required more assistance, so he called his brother, Neptune, for help. Neptune went down to the Earth's lands and struck the ground with his trident, which caused the waters to overflow. This resulted in the lands being devastated by floods, which swept away flocks of animals, orchids, homes, and humans. The only thing that remained intact was the temples dedicated to the gods. As the floods obliterated the world, Deucalion and his wife, Pyrrha, found temporary shelter on Mount Parnassus. Here, Deucalion and Pyrrha praised the mountain gods, the nymphs, and the goddess of justice, Themis. Jupiter witnessed Deucalion and Pyrrha cowering atop Mount Parnassus, and he took pity on them, for they had always been pious followers of the gods. Therefore, Jupiter ordered the floods to stop, which meant the waters ceased rising and instead returned to their original states. Upon seeing the destruction caused by the flood, Deucalion fell to the ground, with tears trickling down his face. He proclaimed his love for his wife. So, Deucalion and Pyrrha, the only two survivors, went to Themis' temple, where they expressed their love for the gods and sought help in restoring humankind. Themis was moved by their words, and told the couple that in order to restore humankind, they had to throw the bones of their mother behind them. This riddle confused Deucalion and Pyrrha, causing Pyrrha to exclaim that she could not possibly desecrate the bones of her biological mother. Deucalion pondered whether the bones described by Themis could be referencing the remains of the earth. If this was the case, the couple should throw stones behind them. Deucalion and Pyrrha tested this idea and threw stones behind them. Much to their surprise, the stones gradually took the shape of humans and morphed into a new race of humankind. Then, the earth began to spontaneously create diverse forms of life to repopulate the earth. However, the earth unintentionally created new monsters which would wreak havoc on the new lands.